EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Jacksonville. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop
another
it.
Day, another day.
And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Phillip Lindsay, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I remember playing in a game like that in college where lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Brown. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cannon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
36-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott off play action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
7-yard line.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this one completed, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Texans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Texans 14.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Brown on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
On 1st down, Brown. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Space to maneuver the 40. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And finally taken down at the 34. Boy, he ran free there after the catch.
Genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard
line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possession.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brown. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25.
Brown's pass.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And the Texans.
Brown now throwing on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 55, throwing, Prescott. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
In there, a nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Blankenship for the extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we say